So what happened? If we read Romans chapter 1, verse 23 and 24, it says that those who change the glory of the incorruptible God into an image, made like corruptible man and birds and four-footed animals and creeping things, therefore God also gave them up to uncleanness in the lusts of their heart to dishonor the body among themselves. So what happens? Once we start running, instead of running after God, we start running after material things. These material things become gods in our life, become idols in our life. And these idols lead you to sin and all kinds of depravity as you turn away from God. Therefore in Deuteronomy he says, take heed to yourself lest your heart be deceived and you turn aside and serve other gods and worship them. And these other gods are the things which dominate your life and which control your life and control the decisions which you are making in your life. Deuteronomy 11:28 says, and the curse if you do not obey the commandments of the Lord, but turn aside from the way which I command you today to go after other gods which you have not known. He says the curse will come upon you if you have decided to run after other gods, which are basically the desires of the idols in our heart. So, Ezekiel actually makes a statement on this in Ezekiel 14. The desire of our hearts becomes idols in our hearts, and often we are unaware of these idols, but when we become aware, we need to get rid of them. How do we become aware? Because we find that these desires are preventing you from doing what God wants you to do. It is affecting the decisions in your life so that you're taking decisions which are not godly, and it's creating all kinds of problems in your life. So you know they are a problem. So how does Ezekiel describe it in chapter 14? For if anyone of the house of Israel or of the strangers who dwell in Israel who separates himself from me and sets up idols in his heart and puts before him what causes him to stumble into iniquity. So we tend to think of idols as actual statues which you worship. But Ezekiel is saying no, it is not statues which you worship. It is things which control your life because it is embedded in your heart. Jesus said that all evil comes out of your heart. It doesn't come from outside. It comes from within you. And so we need to be careful of our heart and see that what are the idols or desires we embed.